Jason and Kevin.
Yes.
Today we're here to talk about another stupid Nintendo game. They just keep making the same game over and over, the same protagonist and the same old gameplay. And I'm here to say that I love it.
I was about to say, dude, we went down this road not too long ago. You didn't get enough hate? You didn't get flaming poo on your doorstep?
Yeah, I keep waiting for somebody. I keep waiting for the inevitable keying of my car or spray paint on my front door, like Fagrim, ball gargler, go home, or something like that.
Ball gargler, go home. Go back to Fagrim.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the loading bar, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about Super Mario 3D Land, perhaps the most awkwardly named game in my mind of this year. I am Professor Jeff, and I have with me the lovely Jason Murphy.
I'm lovely now. That's awesome.
And the gracious Kevin J. Baird.
Yeah, I'm less angry this week, so.
This is really a game that I feel should have come out when the 3DS launched. Like, this would have been, in my mind, a perfect launch title for this console.
I completely agree.
Yes.
And it's you know, it shows off the 3D from the 3DS really well. It's a great-looking game. The 3D is well used. I'm trying to think of anything I could talk about with the story. You know, it's
the deep, rich story.
You know,
the big lizard took the bitch again. There you go.
I think the one thing though that's a little bit different about this one is it seems like I'm not exactly sure what part of the story was supposed to tell me exactly how the raccoon tails got shit all over the world of Mario. But fucking everything in this game has a raccoon tail. Like, you know, the mushrooms, the Goombas have raccoon tails. Some of the blocks have raccoon tails. It's just like everything has a raccoon tail in this game.
That is true, yeah. I'm not sure what the heck the deal is with that.
I want one. I'm going to be wearing one to Spill.con 2012. Little raccoon tail. And I'm going to fly to Cleveland and get our beloved Kevin and then fly him right back.
I did feel a little bit gypped, though, that you couldn't actually fly with the raccoon tail in this game.
Yeah, it's just kind of a floaty thing, right?
Yeah, just let you kind of gently waft down, you know, slowly, slow fall, basically. Other than that, though, I mean, I guess what other new power-ups were there in this game? The Tanuki suit, and then they had the fireball, and what else? There's a boomerang suit.
You got that little propeller box thing that you get, you know, that you put on your head, and you can fly really high with it and then float down through the rings.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
And you know what? The thing that I was most grateful for is no Yoshi. No stupid Yoshi in this game. I'm so sick of that stupid dinosaur. Pisses me off. But
I found this game to be a lot of fun. Game of the year for me. No, I don't know. Maybe. What Skyrim got? Like 800 hours of gameplay, lots of quests. This has a perfect combat system. Where Skyrim's is faulty here, you just hop on guys' heads. It's perfect. There's no complaints.
We're not supposed to bring up Skyrim anymore. I don't know if you guys have been reading the comments.
Well, I'm saying this is better than Skyrim. I'm saying, look, the magic system, perfect.
I'm saying you're a dumb whore. That's what I'm saying.
You get a fireball, kills guys instantly. No, it's actually really, really, really well done, and really well done in 3D, I thought.
Yeah, well, that's something where it is really done in 3D, but this is the first game since Mirror's Edge that has made me want to vomit.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there are levels early on in this game where you are jumping, you're looking straight down, and it's a big drop, and you've got to jump down there. And when it's in 3D and there's like moving platforms, I'm just sitting there playing my 3DS, and I'm like looking down into the abyss, and I'm like, okay, Mario. Okay, we can do this. We can do this.
So you're taking you got to take anti-nausea pills in order to play. I mean, is it just this 3DS game, or you know? I mean, we played Pilot Wings before.
Yeah,
pretty bad.
No, this one, it's that sense of vertigo when you're looking straight down, where you, and it's not like you can't just not look down. You have to, because that's where they're making you jump, and you have to go down and down and down. So yeah, take some Dramamine.
Well, it's interesting because I was curious before this game came out when I was seeing the gameplay videos of it, kind of how they were going to handle, because it looked like the first impression that I got was that it was going to be like Super Mario 64. It was going to be kind of a 3D game experience, but they seem to have really kind of walked a really good line here between just straight up 2D Mario, and then giving you enough depth to make it just a little bit more, but not so much so that it feels like Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario 64.
Yeah, I was really afraid it was going to be a lot like Mario 64, but it wasn't. It was much more of it had a lot of nods and homages, I guess you could say, to the original Super Mario Brothers. It really was, in a lot of cases, like they had taken the original Super Mario Brothers and then just gave it a third dimension. You know, it wasn't even like Super Mario 3 with the map and everything. It was all. I mean, all of the mapping was very linear in that respect. You know, in the multiple worlds, and then the 4 to 6 levels per world. So yeah, it was a lot closer to traditional Super Mario Brothers, but in a good way. You know, It was like, it really felt like they were taking it somewhere new and different without doing the, well, I don't want to say open world, but without doing the open world of like Mario 64.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I got a kind of a feel of it, very old school. I mean, look, it's Mario. It's the simplest mechanic. If you like jumping to your death a lot, welcome to the Mario game, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to constantly jump, and the whole game, mechanic is you might get hit by one of the enemies, but most of the time you're just going to fall to your death. And the rest of it is just different variations on how to make that challenging for you. And for the most part, they keep it interesting. I mean, it's really compartmentalized, each little area. You hit the flag, you're like, thank God I got to that flag, because I've failed that one board 15 times or whatever. And you go on to something new, and each time it's a little bit more creative or different. And then the worlds themselves are fairly small. You get to your boss challenge at the castle or whatever you want to call it. And what was there, 8 worlds total?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then there's some bonus things that you just, you run around and collect the coins in a certain amount of time limit and everything. But just really pick up type of quick gameplay. You can set it down after a little bit, go right back into it. Really perfect for mobile, I think, and just, all around a great experience in terms of me and Nintendo, which has not been favorable over the past couple of years. And this is probably one of the best Mario games I can even remember playing since the original Super Mario Brothers.
I kind of thought the game felt like it started out a little bit slow. Like it seemed really simple in the beginning. It seemed almost like the challenge in every level was more about getting all 3 of the little hidden coins than it was really about getting to the end. Like, you just want to barrel through to the end. Like, there's no problem because they always hide those bastard coins out. You've got to float down 700 meters off the right-hand side of the screen and pray there's a handhold to catch onto in order to get these things.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you see those coins and you're all, yeah, the flag's right over there. Fuck that thing.
Or you got those binoculars that you got to find that little guy that's like hidden on the map. It's like a Where's Waldo event, and then he throws that coin to you.
Yeah,
I don't know if you did that, but that was always kind of fun.
No, I see. I got the sickness when I was playing the game. It was kind of the same thing that happened to me with Rayman, where I would be playing through a level and I would see the flag at the end, and see, unlike you, Jason, I would turn around and start backtracking back through the level to try and find the one coin that I missed, because I was like, I'll be goddamned if I'm coming through this stupid water level a 5th time.
Not me. I mean, everything may look really cute in Mario Brothers, but if you really think about it, there's some diabolical shit going on in this game. There's so many enemies. It's just like giant piranhas, things coming up from under the sand, killer mushrooms. There's just some evil, heinous shit going on. And I'm just like, the flag, get to the flag.
I did find, though, that, there were a couple times when I was playing the game where I started to, I started to sweat a little bit because I started getting down to my last, 10 lives. And it kind of went back and forth where there were certain spots that ended up being a lot harder than others. But there were
you did mention before, though, it does seem like the game, when you start to fail, it's throwing you a lot of bones. I'm finding crates and 1-ups and things that weren't there. The first time I went through, if I die, it just seems to be challenging enough, but at the same time, if you suck, it knows and it tries to help you.
I really have mixed feelings about this thing. This stupid golden suit that you get. When you've died 10 times, and then they give you the invincible suit, and sometimes I would resist it, and sometimes it was like, God damn it, I got to review this game. Just give me this. Just give me the suit. Just give me the suit. All right.
It's like they're putting you in Special Olympics, Mario. It's like you're running along, bumping into everything, and everyone watching. All the mushroom guys, they're not supposed to laugh, but because obviously the guy in the gold suit has some issues. He should be wearing a helmet and be at home coloring. But yeah. So you're like, yeah, all right, guys, just fuck off. I know, it's humiliating. One of my only complaints is the camera. I mean, it was really good 95% of the time, but every now and then there were some depth issues because the original Mario, it's like, okay, it's 2D. I can fall in that hole and I can fall in that hole. But now the holes are all over the place. Holes all up in this bitch. And so you can fall and die in so many places. So yeah, and so you have to like really make sure like where all the shadows are, Watch your shadow when you're coming down and make sure it's over the landing spot. Don't judge it by where you're at. Watch for your shadow, and so it's a little tricky because it's not the depth perception, I guess you could say, isn't quite 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my only real complaint about it, and it's more of a personal opinion, because, you either love these games or you don't, but I mean, there's nothing here that's really remarkably different than, say, one of the old 2D Marios, in the sense that, your missions are the same. You're going after the princess again, you're going through these mushrooms and turtles and things, throwing things at you, and you're getting these same power-ups where you're a little guy and you get to a big guy. It all feels like the same game all the time to me, and I just sort of wish that it would evolve. It still is very creative, and I'm not complaining because I'm still going to give this a really good review, thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. But I just worry about the future of Mario if they can't, at some point, this game franchise has to just kind of do more, I think.
Yeah, give us some new stuff. Like, remember, and I know it was a knockoff of a Japanese game, Doki Doki Panic or whatever, but Super Mario Brothers 2 was a weird, bizarre departure, but it still felt the same in spirit. Give us some more like that. I mean, there are only so many turtles and mushrooms and everything, and it's been 30 years. Let's do something else.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of disagree. I guess it's kind of a trade-off for me, is that I had a really good time with the game. I felt that it went just as far as it needed to, as far as being creative. And it was, to me, kind of like, just a real comfortable genre, revisiting an old game that I've played a bunch of times, but it's just enough new stuff in it to make it fun again. The only thing I would say is that, when you get done with this game, like, they open up a whole, like, they have like a negative zone, basically, where it's like the whole world, the same kind of levels, but they've been rejiggered a little bit to get, the enemies in different places. And I started playing that a little bit, and then I was just like, No, I think 8 hours was enough with Mario. Like, I'm done until you guys put out another game. I've got no interest in playing this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if there was a Super Mario Land 3D 2 and it was more of the same, I mean, would you still think so highly of it? That's really my thing. It's like, this is passable because it's been a while, but I just worry about the future of the franchise.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of consider Mario to be one of those games that I like to play one every, like, 5 years. Like, it's not the sort of thing that I want to see iterative, like, Assassin's Creed or Modern Warfare or anything like that. I don't want a Mario every single year. I want one every so often, then I want to spend my time playing other games, and then every few years come back and go, oh, yeah, Mario. I like Mario. And,
I kind of like the wait for Mario, I kind of like that when a Mario game comes out, one of the actual core Mario games, when it comes out, I like it to be an event, like, yes, it's a Mario game, and have it just be awesome and not something where you were waiting on the release date, and expecting it, okay, Thanksgiving or whatever. But yeah, I like it to be just the next step and be. I do like the familiarity, but I like it to be something special.
Yeah,
but we get the Paper Mario next year. That's the.
Are they making another Paper Mario?
Oh yeah, for the 3DS. Yeah. And so should be interesting. I don't know, the 2D Paper Mario, on the 3D system, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think that if I had any one criticism to maybe level against the game, it would be that I wish they would have had a little bit more thematic consistency to the individual worlds. Like it felt like when you went to World 5 that there wasn't anything really tying that whole world together.
Yeah, they were just kind of throwing a bunch of shit in there. I mean, even the first Mario, Super Mario Brothers had like, it's like, okay, here's the one with all the mushrooms.
Yeah.
And here's the one with all the water. This one was just a bunch of stuff crammed in there.
Well, what do you think?
I am going to give it full price. It's not quite a reason to own the 3DS, but it is the best game for the 3DS so far. And it's a lot of fun. It's still got that nostalgia. And it really just feels like a new iteration on an old classic, adding kind of breathing new life into something that we were all familiar with.
I'm going to give it a better than sex. I think it's I think it's just about perfect. I mean, I don't really have any complaints about it at all. It is exactly what you would expect out of a Super Mario game. It works the 3D really well. It's fun, and it fits the mobile platform excellently, and I just have a really good time playing it. I just thought it was money really well spent. In considering a lot of the garbage I played this year, this really stands out as being one of the best games.
And there were no sneaking levels.
Yes, right.
I think that I'm going to go with full price. I'm going to go high full price, say. I don't quite feel that it's better than sex just because I wasn't scratching my face like a junkie when I wasn't playing it. But it was solid, very good experience, very good game. And if you have a 3DS, you'd be a fool not to go purchase this immediately.
I agree.
So I don't know. You guys say that you want Mario to go in a different direction. What genre do you want to see Mario mixed with next? Mario first-person shooter? Mario real-time strategy?
Survival horror, I think, would be best.
Yes, absolutely. Where all of the Yoshis in the land go berserk and turn into raptors, velociraptors.
What was it? Luigi's Haunted Mansion was like their first attempt at something like that. But yeah, that should be redone.
Yeah, I want to see something that's a little more like Mario meets Darkseid 2.
System Shock Mario.
Yes, exactly. Mario versus Shodan.